everyone, and welcome to my kitchen, where today I'm going to share with you a spoonful of health on a recipe that I am so excited about because actually I have a confession to make. There are two things that I love to eat in life that are a little naughty. The one, I'm still working on a recipe to healthify that one, but the second are chocolate chip cookies. And this recipe is actually called chocolate chipper. The reason I've called it chipper is because there are some ingredients that will make you pretty chipper in the morning. In fact, you could eat this cookie in the morning, like so many of my other cookies. So let's get started. The first ingredient that you're going to need are 2 cups of ground almond flour. Very easy to make. You can just buy the raw almonds from your grocery store. And you're going to, with the skin on the outside, you can go ahead and put them in your Cuisinart, or you can use your Blendtec or Vitamix to get them into like a nice powdery fine flour. Then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We've got also a 1/2 cup of flax seeds, and flax is just the powerhouse of foods. This is what gives this recipe its chipper name. It's got great omegas in it, also a little bit of protein, some amazing fiber. So we're going to go ahead and incorporate that and mix it up. When these are baking, they smell so delicious. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and bring you over with me to the KitchenAid, where we're going to actually blend everything together, and we're going to add the naughty ingredients, if you will. Okay, so over here at the KitchenAid, we've got a 1/2 cup of Sucanat. I find that the chocolate chip cookie did better with Sucanat sugar rather than stevia. You could certainly try that on your own, but I can't guarantee that it will come out as yummy as this recipe did. Sucanat is just a little bit less refined as far as sugar goes. It's still sugar, so you want to use it sparingly. If you noticed, it's still brown, but it's not shiny like brown sugar. So there's still the minerals and enzymes in the sugar that you're going to benefit from. Okay, so over in the KitchenAid, we're going to go ahead and put the sugar. And then we've actually got a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. I'm a big fan of coconut oil. In fact, coconut oil is wonderful for baking with high temperatures or even sauteing. Okay, and then we've got 1 egg. And eggs actually are really healthy for you if you don't have a food sensitivity with them. They have choline in them, which is really important for the brain. Of course, I like to use organic whenever I can. And one of the naughty parts of the recipe, I like to find my favorite chocolate bar from the health food store and cut it up to about a 1/2 cup. Sometimes I'll use a 1/4 cup depending on how I'm feeling, if I want extra sweetness. I'm feeling we need a little extra sweetness today, so we've got a 1/2 cup of the dark chocolate. The other part of this recipe that makes it really special and bumps it up to give it that chipperness is the Keiko nibs. I don't know if you've heard about this. It's little pieces of chocolate that actually are unsweetened, but they are a powerhouse of antioxidants, iron, and magnesium. So we're going to add about a 1/2 cup of that. We're going to fold that in just a minute. So let's see, we've got, I'm missing the vanilla. So we're going to do about a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and turn this KitchenAid on and mix it. Alright, and then we're going to incorporate both of the ingredients. You've got your almond flour with the baking soda and the flax seed in here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and mix this up. Now you're going to cook it at 350 in your oven for about 12 minutes. If your oven's a little slower, you can do about 15. You want to get it when the edges are nice and crispy and a little bit golden on top. So the center is chewy and melted chocolate once you bite into it. Yeah, I can't wait to bite into it too. Okay, and then we're going to fold in the chocolate, or dump in actually, it's more like it. Okay, and we're going to fold in the chocolate nibs. And I highly recommend that you do not stick your fingers in here, because one time I went to taste the batter and well, that didn't feel so good. Alright, so now that we have our chocolate chip batter, this is kind of what it's going to look like. It's nice and moist. And you can see all that gooey chocolate that's going to melt. And then what you're going to want to do is scoop out about a tablespoon onto your cookie sheet or onto your stoneware. And I prefer using stoneware, so if you can get one of these, I've seen them at Williams-Sonoma, I've seen them in all the cooking stores, even Pampered Chef is actually where I got mine. So again, you're going to cook these for 12 minutes, 12-15 minutes in your oven, and then let them cool for a few minutes. They're a bit delicate. Once they come out of the oven, they need to cool. So you're going to cook your chocolate chipper recipe in a 350-degree oven. You also may have noticed that these are 100% grain-free, not just gluten-free. We've tried to develop some recipes for our patients in the clinic that don't utilize rice or corn flour, because honestly, too much of a good thing is not a good thing anymore. So I like to think of it as moderation with everything that we eat and put into our body. I hope that you will enjoy every last bite of this delicious cookie. It's so healthified and still delicious that you could have it in the morning for breakfast. In fact, when these come out of the oven, I'm going to have a moment all to myself enjoying it, and I hope you will too. I look forward to seeing you in my kitchen next time for a spoonful of health.